Ladies and gentlemen, Smith and Smith.
Get you down. Don't let it get you down. You get up every morning, you go downtown, working in a building that's the tallest around. Your ego's full of confident pride, but it melts away on the elevator ride. You stare at the walls, you stare at the light. You try not to think of the weight and the height. 15 people in a metal box, and nobody ever talks. I said, don't let it get you down. 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 Once you're inside, you're lost in space. You lose all sense of time and place. You push your button, you take your chance, stare at the fan and go into a trance. There's people around you don't even know. They rub up against you and step on your toe. It makes you uptight, disgruntled and miffed. Why do they call it a lift? I said, don't let it get you down. Don't let it get you down. Don't let it get you down. Don't let it get you down.
Hold it! Elevator, please! Elevator! Oh, I made it. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Whew, I appreciate that. You're too kind. Thank you.
What floor would you like?
5. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. You're too kind. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. The music's not working.
No, it isn't.
I wonder who broke it.
Probably a musician.
You know, I really miss it.
I thought you might.
Feeling. Nothing more than a feeling. Trying to forget my...
Here's your floor.
So it is. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hold it! Hold it! Oh! Oh, I'm not on the 5th floor. I don't know what I was thinking of in that time.
Listen. Don't thank me.
Oh, all right. All right.
Any of these other floors catch your fancy?
Where are you going?
10th floor, Matheson and Associates.
Well, that's where I work. Is that on the 10th floor? Isn't that a boot in the drawers? Listen, why don't we go to lunch?
I don't go to lunch.
Well, why don't we take a coffee break?
I don't take coffee breaks.
Well, why don't we go to the bathroom? There must be something you do. I'm only trying to make conversation. Because people don't talk in elevators. But not me. I figure here's a chance for a conversation. Let's have at it. Of course, it's better with the music. But it gives you a chance to meet new people and grow as a human being. And who knows where it could lead. What starts out as a simple conversation can grow into something meaningful. Well, look at this. Here we are, sweetheart. Matheson Associates.
Excuse me. I don't know how you got a job at Matheson and Associates, but I don't want you to ever speak to me again. Not at my desk, and especially not in this elevator. All right?
Okay.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate it, believe me. Thank you.
Here's my card.
Thank you. This is great. Thank you. You're very, very kind. Thank you. J.B. Matheson.
The pulleys get stiff, the cable wears. You're in better shape if you take the stairs. Newton's law even works downtown.
Whoever goes up has got to come down.
People at the top of the elevator scope
Are often at the end of their rope. I said, don't let it get you down.
Don't let it get you down. Don't let it get you down.
Time now for Steve's Fairy Tales. Steve?
Thank you, Morag. Well, boys and girls, tonight's fairy tale is called The Working Witch. Once upon a time, there was a witch named Lois. She wasn't the wicked witch of the west, or east, or north, or south. Lois had lost her bearings. And as so often happens when you lose your bearings, things weren't rolling well for her. As her financial picture became more and more tenuous, she decided to invoke budgetary self-restraint, to cut back on her spending. She turned her thermostat down and insulated her hat. Her broom used too much gas, so she traded it in for a whisk. She shopped for bargains. She got a freezer and ordered a side of snake. She bought bulk wart remover. She didn't buy new pantyhose, she had the old ones vulcanized. But she still couldn't make ends meet, and besides, it was hard on her back. So Lois decided to get a job. She went down and filled out an application form. She had no education, no trade, no experience, no ability, no ambition, and no personality. So she could only work for the government. They put her in the tax department and wished her many happy returns. Her job was to answer the phone. They told her exactly what to do. She was to pick up the receiver and say, "Tax department, 1 moment, please." Then she was to push the hold button and stare at it until it stopped flashing. She did that for 10 years. And then Lois was shown top-secret films of an average middle-class couple of average age with 1 2/3 children, living in an average city in an average home, sitting at an average kitchen table and cheating on their income tax forms. And it made her angry. She saw movies of Italians installing a downstairs washroom at night and being paid in cash. And it made her jealous. She saw a salesman's tax file where the man's signature and all of his receipts were in the same handwriting. And it made her suspicious. And Lois knew she was ready. She was angry, jealous, and suspicious, plus she was a witch. She was ready to deal with the public. The rest is history. Lois quickly made her mark in the tax office. It eventually washed off. She was a killer on the phone. She made executives break down. She sent hookers a T4. She made the unemployed pay income tax for old time's sake. She made Harold Ballard pay more tax than he had in years, $100. And if she was stuck, she'd bring her cousin Igor in to do an audit. He'd carefully examine the person's file and then eat it. Lois would cackle wildly and drop another bat into her soup. So the next time you talk to a woman from the tax department, don't lie, don't fight, and don't swear. That's the trouble with witches. You can't fool them, you can't beat them, and you'll never out-curse them. Howdy.
Hello there.
It's me, the suburban cowboy.
I like it.
Thank you.
Got a letter here from Y. Winkler,
Why not?
Camber Court, London, Ontario.
Ah.
Dear Smith and Smith, what are your real names?
No one believes us, sweetheart.
I don't think so.
Our real names are Wisnowski and Wisnowski, but we couldn't get it on a 17-inch set. And we also couldn't get it on TV. Our real names are, my name is Stephen Richard Smith. Over to you.
Morag Davidson McNeil. Now Smith.
Good.
Right? I thought I had to be a lawyer, but I definitely wasn't going to marry anybody who had the last name of Wisnowski or anything like that. It had to be simple, because when you've got Morag for a first name, you got to go with Brown or Jones or Smith, and he was the first one with an easy name that asked me.
Why don't you spell your first name? People sometimes stop us on the street and they call her Margot and Maureen and Morang.
Magog, I got.
Magog is good.
Magog.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing.
Spell your name. Come on.
All right, you ready for this? Get your Sesame
Capital
Street.
M.
Capital M. O-R-A-G.
See, this lovely-looking
Morag.
lady was born in Scotland, and her parents named her Morag, which was Gaelic for rock formation, I believe. Sarah. Gaelic for Sarah, which of course is Gaelic for cake. So I have a usual name. Smith is our real name. We used to live on Jones Avenue. It was hopeless, but that's the way it goes. This is the truth.
Well, I hope you're happy with that Y. Winkler. Wonder if that's her real name.
No, I
Or
think
his.
it's W. Winkler. It should be.
W or Henry. His name is Henry. If you have any more interesting questions like this, you too could get your question answered on the air. Just write to us, care of your station.
And be sure to include your Winkler.
At this juncture, we wish to spotlight the ancient art of applied matrimony.
A chance to take a purely speculative, behind-the-scenes look at the married life of famous people.
Love your hair. And who is our lucky couple this week, Morag?
Our lucky couple, I hate your hair, this week, Steve, is Mr. and Mrs. Karl Marx.
What's the hate? Mr. and Mrs. Karl Marx.
Man for dreaming, especially when dreaming is all he can do. And you can't fault a man for trying to make life better for you. The working class gotta drop those chains, be born again with no labor pains. You can't blame a man for dreaming, even if it won't come true.
He stays at home, sitting around thinking, you don't do nothing and he's in my way. He's got no job, he don't go drinking, he doesn't work and he doesn't play.
I've got no time for toil and treasure. The world is a baby that needs a change. I've pledged my life and all of my leisure to free the workers from capital gains.
I cook the meals, I do the dishes, I take in laundry for a nominal fee. Cut the crap about truth and justice, how about helping me?
You can't blame a man for dreaming. He can't sew, he can't cook. If I pitch in and do some housework, I'll never finish my book. I just can't mingle and fraternize, 'cause communists don't socialize. This takes a man of vision, and you're the one who got took.
Well, that's just fine, but listen up, shorty, if you're out pushing for equality. I'm getting tired, I'm just about 40. When's your book gonna set me free? The great utopia just ain't coming. Pack it in and go to work. Come on, utopia, quit your great big hole and bury it. Forget about building a wall.
Can't blame a man for dreaming, especially when he has fabulous dreams. To tell the world of communism, the goal, the ways and the means.
People aren't equal, some are more blessed. Some will be better than all of the rest.
That's no problem, we'll take them aside and make a bunch of hockey teams. Can't blame a man for dreaming.
What am I gonna do with this guy?
You can't blame a man for dreaming.
Maybe the book will sell.
Can't blame a man for dreaming.
Mother told me not to marry one of the Marx brothers.
Morag's wardrobe supplied by Hollies. Hair by David Church Associates.
Johnny heard the news that he was going to war. Didn't really know what he was fighting for. Gotta stop the Germans and the Japanese. They're coming in the sky and in the deep blue sea. But if you really want to know, Johnny didn't want to go. Johnny went to war and he did alright. He never lost his nerve and never lost a fight. He kept a list of casualties amazingly low. Mind you, he was stationed in Buffalo. He never did say so, but he didn't want to go. He fought all the Germans and Japs in Tonawanda. He shot anyone in a Mercedes-Benz or a Honda. He didn't take no flack, he didn't take no abuse. He did take prisoners and sent them to Syracuse. There's no excuse. Johnny soon had Buffalo in army fatigues, with undercover agents in the bowling leagues. He never got a medal from the nation's defense, but he had a couple of beers at the mayor's expense. After 6 in a row, he knew he finally had to go. Soon the war was over and he went back home. He got himself established with a GI loan. A pretty girl was swinging on his gate one day. He hoped that in a while she'd be swinging his way. When she said no, Johnny didn't want to go. Now the whole story's ancient history, 'cause Johnny's got a missus and a family. A 2-car man goes driving to heaven. He's got a Toyota and a Volkswagen Rabbit. It's crazy, I know, but then he didn't want to go. And it confuses us so, 'cause we don't really want to go, go, go. Oh no!
Now listen, kids. This is the library, and we're here to borrow some books. Now, Daddy and I are going to look at these books, and you two go down to the children's section, okay?
When you find the books you want, just sit quietly at a table and read them. And we'll come over and get you when we're ready to go. Cute.
And remember, we have to be quiet. Yeah. Very quiet, okay?
All right, away you go. I love those kids. No, Tony, you're supposed to be in the children's section. Now beat it. Did you hear what he called me?
At least he whispered. Relax, Fred. He didn't do anything wrong.
Well. Helen, He's looking at the pictures in National Geographic.
So what? There's nothing in there he's never seen before.
Well, he's never seen one with beads on it. Now, Tony, you put that magazine back. Look at your sister. She found a book from the children's section. She's sitting at a table and reading it. You do the same thing.
Take it easy, Fred.
No, Tony, not Mary's book. I didn't tell you to take Mary's book. Now, you give it back. And you go over to the children's section and get your own book. No, not you, sir. Smart guy.
Goodness sake, Fred. Don't you know how to behave in a library?
And I suppose you do, Helen.
Yes.
Just let the kids do whatever they want. Stand there with your nose in somebody's appendix. Tony! What do you think you're doing? Now you put every one of those books back on the shelf. He didn't whisper that time, Helen.
No.
Did you hear it? Everybody knows what he called me. Everybody thinks that's what I am. You get over here. Where's he going, Helen?
I don't know.
Where's that little jerk? Tony! I'm not kidding. No, I'm going for him.
No, Fred.
You're right. Your book's heavier. I'm gonna do it.
Now take a deep breath.
He bugs me.
Take a deep breath. Now I want you to leave the library quickly, quietly. Go and sit in the car.
And what are you gonna do?
I'm going to find a book on how to raise children.
Now you're talking. And make it a heavy one. Something I can kill a little.
Bad luck, heartache, losing but too tired to fight. But if you take care of someone who loves you, then everything will turn out right. If you take care of someone who loves you, then everything will turn out right.
Good night, everybody.